Another minute. Call now and try it before you buy it. That's right, try the Bullet Express for 30 days for free. All you pay is shipping and handling. Operators are standing by, and this special offer will not last. So call the toll-free number and order now.
If you endorse the radical theory that investors should spend less time playing the market and more time understanding it.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference. At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
If you got worries, then you like me, don't worry now. I won't hurt you. And if you got worries, then you like me, don't worry now. I won't desert you.
Insurance for all and business.
It's not a kid, it's real. I got one over here.
Giant pythons in America in all new Monster Quest. Wednesday at 9 on History. Me, IOK.
The Detroit River, a narrow waterway that separates Detroit, Michigan, and Windsor, Canada, in some places by less than a mile. Peaceful today, these waters were once turbulent. During Prohibition, this is the epicenter for illegal alcohol in America. It is known as the Detroit
His name is Jerky.
and
He is a black cat.
5% of all the liquor smuggled during Prohibition comes across this waterway.
Detroit was a wild, wild town in the 20s.
Well, he's giving me a full-on show.
Business here in 1925 was conservatively estimated to be a $250 million a year business, employing 50,000 people.
No other place in the United States offered this opportunity with the availability of liquor on one side and the market on the other side.
Canada has its own dry law, but when the United States passes the 18th Amendment, they see an economic opportunity. So Canada modifies their law and legalizes the production of alcohol for exportation only.
The Canadian government looked at it this way. We'll license all of these distilleries and breweries. It'll employ thousands of people and give them jobs. We'll add a tax on every quart produced, and we'll make a large amount of money as a result of it.
In Ontario alone, 29 breweries and 16 distilleries begin producing alcohol for export. Many are located near or on the Detroit River.
The Windsor side of the river was lined with export docks, so you went over there in a rowboat and said, I'd like to get 50 cases of Canadian Club. So they
Barge
gave you
waters
50
on the
cases,
heat.
and they say, where's your
Okey doke.
destination? You'd say Cuba. When you left the dock, nobody cared where you went.
Boats deliver a constant stream of liquor to Detroit. In the winter, a frozen river makes it even easier to get to Canada.
35.
People did all kinds of things. They bought $5 jalopies, Model Ts, and they took the doors off the side and they ran them across in areas where the Detroit River used to freeze over. Some of these people would even carry 12-foot or 15-foot planks, if you can imagine, and actually try to drag the car from one ice floe to another. It was just a completely insane atmosphere. People would do anything to try and get booze over here.
Automobiles were redesigned, rebuilt, so there were places now to store liquor. Trucks had separate compartments underneath the cartage area. Sometimes they would use a hearse. It came to the attention of U.S. Customs once, why are the Canadians coming over here to get buried? And finally, the customs agents checked and discovered that indeed there was a casket in the hearse, but the casket was not with the deceased, but laden with very expensive Scotch whiskey.
The passenger ferry crossing the Detroit River provides ample opportunity for everybody to get into the smuggling game. This is Nell Rhodes. In 1931, she modeled the fine art of smuggling liquor in hot water bottles for the Detroit Times.
They were filled with alcohol and placed like suspenders across the shoulders and down the back underneath her coat, usually women. And after making several trips, they made quite a bit of money by bootlegging that way. It was almost individual basis.
Type up a generic procedures list for doing this.
Julie,
Be good.
many rum runners could make that much in 2 weeks. But this
I wish I knew the Love Boat song.
compared to what
Love is in
these
you.
bootleggers bring in.
Yeah, I know.
George Remus, a lawyer turned bootlegger, is reported
Boy, this
to
is
have made
this is the
over
longest I've ever seen him go.
during
You
the
zoom,
first
right?
2 years
Oh,
of
yeah.
Prohibition alone. Joseph Kennedy is believed
It's what, like 5-6 minutes now?
exporting alcohol
6,
from
yeah.
Canada during Prohibition, financing a dynasty that culminates with his son's election to the White House. But possibly nobody benefits more from Prohibition than the gangster.
He's trying to figure out how to make it do the reverse cowgirl.
Was that really organized crime in this country? It took a lot of basically pickpockets, two big thugs off the street and made multi-millionaires out of them.
It is blood money that lines the mobsters' pockets, spilled by thousands who suffer grim and untimely deaths at the hands of men like Dutch Schultz, Bugsy Siegel.
Okay,
and Al
I think
Capone. But the violence of these